Well, my dad did grow up in a family of farmers, rode mules, the whole bit when it was time to harvest tobacco.
And we'd cure the tobacco in the barns at night with a fire and tell ghost stories, and that's how I got my start, and that's the thing that always excited me about life.
Ken Laird has about 2,000 acres, a little over 2,000 acres here in Napa Valley, which actually totals out to be about 5% of Napa's total vineyard land. But we only use about 2% of that for the wines that we make here at Laird Family Estate.
In 1999, when we made the conscious decision to make our own brand of wine, we had these 30 years of experience listening to other wineries tell us what were their favorite blocks, what grapes continually went into the reserve program. So we took all that information that we'd been gathering for 30 years, and in 1999, when we started with our own brand, we took Paul Hobbs to about 9 different vineyards.
And so we had sort of the pick of the litter, fortunately, in selecting vineyards for the Laird Family Estate program.
And he selected that first year 7 that he wanted to work with.
Particularly exhausting process because there's so much land to cover, but it was very important to do, especially as we wanted to really marry up the vineyard with the style of wines that they wanted to make.
Yeah, we chose different sites for the program to obtain different characteristics in the wines.
Paul's goal is to make a really elegant and refined style.
Well, the relationship between a winemaker and a vineyard manager, it's special. You have to build a certain type of bond in order to be able to work together.
In the case of the Lairds, of course, they've been farming them for many, many years, and they know their lands very, very well. And their vineyards are like their own children. We work with a combination of philosophies. In a sense, I may be the artist creating the painting for them, but it's theirs. Perhaps it's our common background. We both tend to like wines that have complexity, are well balanced, and are more elegant, if you will, although they should have a certain amount of richness and boldness. And I see that in their personalities, maybe more than they would never say that probably to me, but all of them, and particularly Ken Laird, the patriarch, he's a very bold man, and so the wines can't be wimpy or in some way meek or mild. They have to reflect his strong personality and his drive.
We all know that when you're tasting wine, you don't want to just taste fruit, or you don't want to just taste oak, or you don't want it to be so tannic that it dries your mouth out. You want all of those components, but you don't want anyone outshining the other. You want them to all be really well integrated and really balanced, and Paul does an amazing job doing that.